Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I'm Toddy One Skip and you're not. How you doing? You're all right being who you are? You should be. Everybody who you are. Yeah. So I had an egg salad sandwich. I had Swiss cheese. I had bacon on the Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato. It's one of my favorite sandwiches. That on an English muffin. That's what I had. That's what I had. I didn't take a picture of it. You're going to have to believe me. Guys, dun-dun-dun. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Apparently, somebody asked about Ken and Gypsy moving in together into their new place in Hammond, I guess, Hammond, Louisiana. And they said, he's willing to move in with you, something like that, but no ring on it. No ring on it. And Gypsy looks in the camera and says, you're going to have to ask Ken about that. And Ken said, or whoever was in the background, I reckon it was Ken. I don't know. We haven't seen Ken. Why won't he put a ring on it? I mean, if you're claiming that that's your kid and you're connected by life, I mean, you're connected forever and ever and ever. There is no disconnection there. I hate to tell you, you will always have that. So, that is more bonding than a piece of paper that clearly means nothing to you, Ken, and to Gypsy. And it doesn't mean anything to Ken because with that piece of paper that Gypsy de-wedded Ryan with, Ken said, fuck it. I'm still going to make a baby with this woman, even though that's not what he was intending to do. That's the sole purpose, supposedly, of why you should do it. But no. You did it for the hell of it, for the fun of it. And you ended up with a permanent situation to take care of a temporary need. You should not do that. And to trust Gypsy Rose that she didn't do this intentionally. How many people actually believe that? Let me see. Hands in the back, so maybe that's why he won't marry you, I would think. Trust? I don't think, does he really trust? Do they trust each other? Have you seen the emails? Have you heard the emails? If not, go to 1980 Millennial Commentates and she will read them to you, I promise. And when she reads Ryan, she'll do it in a special accent so that when you're doing the dishes or something, you'll go, oh, I know that's Ryan talking, or it's supposed to be Ryan. 1980 Millennial Commentate. Shout out Into the Weeds podcast for the foyers and dispersing them to people. Shout out. So guys, seriously, we know how the relationship is because unfortunately or fortunately, we have seen the ins and outs of it. Yes. So kind of understand why somebody wouldn't necessarily want to have a child with you and trust the fact that, I mean, I think he trusted the fact that you said, I'm on birth control and I probably can't get pregnant anyway. And he probably bought into that bullshit. And then it's oopsie. Sometimes things like this happen. No, they didn't happen with Ryan. They didn't happen with anybody else but you. And, and if Ken wants to believe that he's that special seed that swam into there and made a baby with the princess Gypsy Rose Blanchard, then God bless him. I personally don't see it as any kind of wish from any kind of wishing well, especially because he says that it clearly was not intentional. So, yeah, he kind of blamed it on her, remember? I kind of wish she would have waited. I mean, did she just collect something in the room and use a toothbrush to, or were you actually there in the act? That's the newest question, because the way you put it, it's like you weren't even in the room. And now that we know it's Gypsy Rose, that is possible. Ken, were you in the room at the conception time of the baby? That's a question. I'm waiting for the answer on that one. Guys, I don't know what to say as far as any other reason why Ken wouldn't want to marry Gypsy. I mean, when you have a child with somebody, why wouldn't you want to continue on if everything is going good and fine and right? And he had said that he was going to, and I think that he sees how hard it is to be with her, not because of the peripherals per se, but because of she welcomes them, number one, and now because of what her infamy has cost him. Is that fair to say? Because yeah, not that I don't like Ken, not at all. Everybody seems to be blaming everybody but the person. Like Ryan blames step monster to come in and steal their stepdaughter away from Prince Ryan when that didn't happen. She left, and then Gypsy asked everybody, "Can you come and help me move? Because I'm afraid I don't want to be there alone with him." And that's what happened there. But Ryan's convinced that somebody put shit in her head and changed her feelings about Ryan. And Ryan should be old enough to know that's not how things work. That's not how it works. Because if she still wanted and lusted you, she would be finding ways to be with you, not finding excuses to not be with you and treat you so cruelly publicly. Fair to say that. And so he doesn't blame Gypsy. And Ken doesn't blame Gypsy for the stuff that's coming out. It's like people just, we have no business knowing about it. It's FOIA. She was in prison. You know, unfortunately for you guys, we have the right to know about it, especially because Gypsy Rose Blanchard has lied about everything. So now people kind of want to figure out what happened there. And you're part of that collateral, unfortunately. But, you know, so people know the things that she said about you. Maybe that's the first time you heard those things. And maybe it's the first time you're hearing about a lot of stuff that was going on behind your back. Ken, I'm sorry for that, seriously, honestly, but you could blame Gypsy because if the behavior wasn't there, nobody would be talking about it. That's fair to say, right? So that might be another reason why he didn't put a ring on it. Isn't that a song? Got to put a ring on it. So yeah, and I just think that with everything that's going on in the world, like, is it really that important to marry when it is when you're Gypsy? Because that's what she wants. I don't know why she thinks that would change anything, except that he would have just picked her because he would have picked her. I guess she needs that, or you know, just that's there's a lot of women that need marriage, and there's a lot of men that need marriage. They need that confirmation. So it doesn't surprise me that Gypsy needs it and wants a wedding with Ryan. I mean, with Ken. Yeah, sorry about that. Or Nick. I don't know. It's so hard to keep up. I'm gonna leave that in there because you know what? Uh, it is with Ken because you know she wants that picture perfect, you know, window that just shows things to the outside. Doesn't really give a shit what it looks like on the inside. And you know, so that's who Gypsy is. And I don't know that Ken will ever put a ring on it. You want to put a ring on it? Anyway, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. What do you think's taking him so long? I'm asking. Be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Take care, guys, and thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. That'd be great. Thank you.